Saturday and it is beautiful outside, so I figured I would vlog through the weekend. I'm gonna do a couple days in my life for this video. We had our morning coffee and then we went for a quick walk over in Rosemary to Alice, and it's so nice right now because obviously the crowds are a little bit less while we kind of wait for spring break to ramp up. If you go in the morning, it's very quiet and peaceful, and it's also daylight savings weekend, so we're just trying to kind of also get adjusted to that. We've been waking up really early. I guess since we came back from the East Coast trip, our time has just been thrown off a little bit, so it'll probably be kind of just similar to what we were used to for the week, which will be kind of nice. I'm not a big fan of daylight savings time just because it throws your brain off so much, but if I had to pick, I would obviously pick this time of year because the longer days are super nice. Yesterday was 1 month since Cooper left us to go to a far better place, and it was just kind of a rough day. I was gonna vlog, but I just kind of was really sad for the most part, and it was just kind of a, you know, one of those days. Still having a hard time adjusting. It gets a little bit easier each day, but still can't put his bed away. Those kind of things are just too much. So I'm just taking it as it comes, but it is so strange to go from living life as a dog parent for so many years, 15 years, to an empty house. We can definitely feel his absence, and it is just really hard. So we're just taking it, you know, as it comes. Some days are harder than others, and just knowing that it is hopefully going to get a little bit easier with each day is what I keep reminding myself. And yeah, so that's that. Still adjusting, still hard, but it is getting a little bit better as we go. But oh my gosh, we miss him so much. His little presence was just so precious to us, and we miss his little feet tip-tapping on the floor and his little noises that he would make and just his being in general. But every time I see a dog out and about, which there's tons of dogs around here, I just want to like pet someone's dog. I'm that person, but I don't. I always avoid it because I don't like to like reach for people's dogs. It always makes me feel weird just because you don't know if they're reactive or not. But I do. I just want to pet everyone's dog. I'm like, can I just borrow it for 2 seconds, please? But trying to refrain, keep it, you know, reined in a little bit. But I'm such a dog person, it's very hard. We watched a lot of basketball yesterday. If you are new to my channel, my family's a big basketball family. Both of my parents are from Kentucky, and I obviously grew up in Arkansas, so the SEC tournament was on yesterday. We lost, both teams, Arkansas and Kentucky, so that really sucks. But this next weekend, I think, starts the actual March Madness tournament, so that'll be fun to kind of get into. That's one thing about March, which is always super fun to, if you're a big basketball fan, it's a highlight of the year. But we are gearing up for spring break here at the beach. All the people are coming to town. It's like it's a love-hate relationship because you want it to warm up and you want to be able to get back in the water, but then it's the crowds that can get a little intense. It hasn't picked up too drastically yet. Someone posted a schedule of the breaks for the kids, and this week is the big one. So we'll see what happens, but we're just going to try to kind of stay close or try to get to places early and, you know, see what happens with it. Who knows? Other than that, I am going to go ahead and we are about to go to the conservation park. I'm going to get a run in. I've been trying to pick back up on running this week, and so far, so good. We had, I think it was about 2.5 mile walk, I'm pretty sure, this morning outside, and then we went to the gym to do a little bit of arms, and then I'm about to go get a run. So today's quite the workout morning, and it feels really good. But we're going to go hop in the car. Nick's going to ride his bike next to me and head to the conservation park. It's one of my favorite places to run because it's beautiful, not crowded, and the ground is a little bit softer than the pavement of the road, so should be a good workout. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and hit the subscribe button if you're new so that you don't miss any updates from me. Alright y'all, let's head over to the conservation park. My favorite protein bars. They're probably stupid expensive to buy, but they taste so good. So I'm gonna eat this and then a few sandwiches and some cantaloupe. Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday morning. It is about 9 o'clock, and we survived the first night of daylight savings. So we're used to it being 8 o'clock, and now it's 9 o'clock. We actually went to bed pretty early last night. We watched a pretty scary movie on Hulu called Watcher. It's definitely weird if you're into like psychological thrillers. So that's what we did last night. I didn't end up vlogging much after our beach afternoon because we just didn't do too much of anything else the rest of the day. We are probably about to go for another walk. We have been on a big morning walk kick lately, and also it just feels so good outside right now. It's a little bit windy, I think. I don't think you can hear it right now, but our apartment, it has these shutters on the outside that whenever it's super windy, you can hear them kind of banging against it. I can only imagine what like hurricane season would be like with the wind and everything. So windy outside today, but I think it's because it's supposed to storm later tonight. A Sunday storm really can't be beat. I feel like they're kind of my favorite thing just because it's so relaxing and it's just a really good way to unwind and de-stress while you get ready for Monday. I am going to put together my to-do list in a little bit for the week ahead. Don't know what else we'll probably get into today. We might end up doing some bike riding, but I'm not 100% sure. So another day of who knows what we're gonna get into, but I'll keep vlogging and bring you guys with me. I hope that y'all are having a good Sunday morning, and I hope it's sunny wherever you are. We ended up coming over to Seaside, and we're going to go for a little walk through watercolor. It got cloudy all of a sudden, but it's not supposed to rain till around 2 o'clock, so we have plenty of time to get in a good walk, and then we'll probably run into Publix to get something to eat because I'm already hungry. I haven't really eaten any breakfast besides a banana, so some food is definitely going to be a must. But it is crazy how the crowds have picked up already. There are tons of people out and about. So many people on bikes and so many people walking. So that's one thing you do have to be very cautious about if you're going anywhere over on 30A during spring break, is that there are tons of pedestrians everywhere. But it's fun to have the new energy in town, so it's not quite so, ghost town how it was in the off season, which I guess you can call it the off season. But so everyone is on 30A. We got in about 1.5 miles, and then we just decided to go kind of check out some neighborhoods around Grayton Beach because I think there's a lot more to it than what we even realize, and Point Washington surrounds it, and that is the biggest forest ever. It just feels like it never is gonna end. But there's some really cute little neighborhoods right by the bay on the other side of town that we'd never seen, so that was cool. But we are gonna go get some food from Publix for lunch and head back home. And I found my favorite chicken that I have been making the best bowls with. So it is teriyaki chicken. So you just put this in the air fryer for like 20 minutes. And then super simple ready-make rice, 90 seconds in the microwave, and then frozen broccoli. So I'll just steam this up, whip it all together, and it is so good and so filling, and it has the best flavor. Okay, so just ate lunch. That was delicious, and it was a lot of food. I did not even finish half of it, so I'll have that for dinner later too. But I wanted to show you guys what I recently ordered to try to manage this mess that I have going on. So this is the first one. This is a hair vitamin that I've heard such good things about. I've taken it for like 4 days now, so I haven't noticed anything yet, but I'm sure it'll be probably like 6 to 8 weeks before you can really tell the difference. But it has iodine in it, zinc, and a few other things, but really not that much in it. But supposedly it just really replenishes your hair. It also makes it grow, which is awesome. And I just feel like this hard water here has just completely I don't even know, just damaged my hair completely. So I'm hoping that that will help. And then I also am gonna try this. So this is Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. And my niece actually uses it, and I've seen so many good things about it, but you can use it on wet or dry hair. So I need something to help manage the frizziness that I have going on, which I know it won't ever fully go away because that's just the texture of my hair, but then combine it with the humidity that we have here, and it's kind of just, you gotta let it do what it's gonna do. So I'm gonna try this on top of, you know, I use Nexus shampoo and conditioner, which is really good, and it works really well with the texture of my hair. And then I'm gonna put this on, and I usually just let my hair naturally air dry. So I'm gonna try this and see if it works too. So we'll see how that's gonna go, but I'm crossing my fingers that I will find like the perfect combination, because I know it looks like I just never fix my hair, but there's really no point in actually doing anything to it whenever it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger by the minute. Whenever we do anything outside, which we spend so much time outside, I just kind of let my hair run wild. And I promise I brush it, I do take care of it, but it's just, there's not a lot that I can do with it. So fingers crossed I'll find a good combination. We'll try these and see what happens. We woke up a little bit kind of on time for daylight savings time, which was really weird, about 6:30, and which is technically 5:30 last week. So that's nice, and had some coffee. Been doing a lot of computer work this morning and getting a video uploaded and ready to post, and then went to the gym. Today is week 2 of my base training, so I'm basically trying to build up to running 5 miles consistently without stopping, and I'm not necessarily too concerned about the pace, just more so the distance. And so far so good. I'm following a few different things, a Peloton training program, which I have the app on my phone, and then I just turn it on and run on the treadmill, and then I'm just doing outside runs for the distance. So, and then I'm also trying to adjust to the humidity and the warmer temperatures. So combining indoor and outdoor running, so I can have incline with the treadmill, because here in Florida we have no hills. So I use the incline on the treadmill to help with that, to give me a little bit of speed training. And then just, I really enjoy running outside. It's really nice. And Nick rides with me on his bike. So safety first, safety always. And it's just really been good. So far feeling really great. And I need to do more yoga this week. That is also another goal of mine. I'm going to try to get in 3 yoga sessions this week. I like to do yoga with Adrian, and then I also have the Peloton yoga workouts too. So I'll try and figure out which ones of those I want to try to add in this week, and hopefully I can mark them all off my to-do list. But it's been a productive morning. I do have more computer work to do this afternoon, and who knows what else we'll get into. We'll probably run to the grocery store per the usual, but we had a really good weekend. I hope that you guys did too. Like I said in the earlier clips of this vlog, spring break is in high gear, so it's busier. So we're trying to remember, like rewind back in our brains to the busy season last year of how to remember to go to the grocery stores in the off times versus in the busy times, and then also to avoid traffic, to try and, you know, make sure we're not going out during peak time. times because where we live is right next to where everybody tries to get into town. So you can get stuck there, which, you know, if we try to go down to the other end of town, it typically would take us anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. But with traffic, it can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many people are flooding into town. So it gets interesting living in a tourist town. Don't hate it, but, you know, if it's not your thing, don't move here. So, but yeah, I am going to rinse off and just probably hang out for a little bit and then get back on the computer, do more computer work, and I will check back in with you guys in just a little bit. Time for an afternoon walk. It is really pretty outside now. All the clouds went away and we are headed to the conservation park, which is where I've been running lately, and then probably head to the grocery store because I need to get some food for dinner. Back from Target, and I had to go because these noodles are my favorite obsession lately. I talked about them the other day, or posted about them on my Instagram, and they are so delicious. I've bought them now a few times because they're so good. So I've had this, the shell kind, and it's white cheddar, and then just regular like macaroni and cheese, and both are very, very good. And they have tons of vegetables, so they're kind of like chickpea noodles, so they have lots of protein, fiber, and plants. So, highly recommend. I'm going to have probably this one for dinner tonight. Yum. Alright, you guys, I just got done doing some computer work for the afternoon. Something about today just feels so exhausting. I guess daylight savings time is catching up with me. So I am done with work for today. Tomorrow I'll be a lot more computer heavy. I'll get a lot more done. But I think that is gonna be it for today's vlog. I didn't end up showering. I need to go shower. So that's what I'm about to go do. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this Days in the Life vlog here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us the past few days. It's been a really good past few days. It's been productive, but also the weekend, which is super nice. And it's just been fun hanging out with you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and hit the subscribe button if you're new so that you don't miss an update from me. Alright y'all, I will catch you in the next video. Bye!